Driving again. So the Media Mod is now available for the Mission 1, and that's what's on our camera. I have a accompanying picture that I'll show of it mounted, and so right now we're sort of just doing a basic audio check. I'm going to turn my air down a little bit because I can tell it's probably a little loud. So I'm using the onboard microphones, and I'm using the, if you're not familiar with this term, don't be upset, with the dead cat. That is an industry term. It is the fuzzy thing that goes on a microphone that minimizes wind noise, and obviously there's not a lot of wind in my vehicle other than, me. Never mind, bad joke. But we've got that on there because I want to see how it muffles, how it impacts the quality of the microphone. In the past, the microphones on the Media Mods were sort of marketed as a shotgun camera, and they are not. Shotgun mics, I said shotgun camera. Shotgun mics are a particular type of microphone. They're long barrel shaped. They've got a condenser mic usually in the back, and they're designed to shape the receiving of audio in a linear fashion so that external noise doesn't get pulled in. And that's not what the Media Mod was. It actually was just a tube that had regular mics in it. So this one isn't marketed as a shotgun mic, and it's got, I believe, 3, maybe 4 microphone ports across the top. In most cases, we'll use an external microphone, but when we're testing cameras, we will use these things. Did my mount move? Am I low? Maybe not. Anyhow, so the whole purpose of this is to test out the audio quality just so that we can see if we like what we hear. And I like the new Media Mod. We've sort of had a love-hate relationship with the previous Media Mods. I believe this is the 3rd Media Mod. The first one was for the 8, and it was okay. If you remember, the 7 had an onboard HDMI port on it, and because GoPro is actively trying to make sure their devices can be used underwater without a case, they tried to take all of those ports away, so that required the Media Mod. The next one for, I believe, the 9, 10, and 11, there may be more than that. One of them was really bad, and it actually wasn't the Media Mod itself, it was the camera that didn't recognize it. And I'm blabbering on this to add the piece of information that when we plugged in the Media Mod to our camera, we got a message that said that the camera was updating the Media Mod, which means this Media Mod has its own firmware. And that's a great thing. And the reason for that is if we find issues in the field that in the past could not be overcome, a firmware update will more than likely address that and resolve it. So that's a great thing. So we like that. The other thing is this Media Mod has the standard clippy connections and the magnet connection and the threaded tripod mount on the bottom, which is outstanding because in the past you had to go through the bottom, which meant then you had to disconnect your tripod mount from the camera before you could take the camera out of the Media Mod. So this is great. So we can just basically open the door, pull the camera out, leave the Media Mod in place, and it makes for mounting and unmounting a lot easier. It's got 2 cold shoe mounts on the top and on the side. We would have liked it if they had a tripod port on one of the sides. That way we could mount it in a portrait fashion. It didn't. We can get over that. That's not a big deal. But so far, not too bad. Not too bad. We will see how the audio quality is, and then of course we'll do some testing, outputting the video through the micro HDMI port, as well as accepting a microphone port. It's got a headphone port, and it looks like it's got a line-in port. There's 2 additional ports that the previous Media Mods didn't have, so we'll definitely be playing with that. But all of this to say, I don't know how beneficial this mount will be on a fence in most cases. And the reason is because the Media Mod is by no means water resistant. The mics are very exposed. So while you will be able to mount it because it fits the standard form factor. There will be times when you won't be able to use it, so keep that in mind. In any event, test number 1 of the Media Mod seems to be going okay, and we'll keep at it. See ya. Josh at LynkSpyder.